So to catch everyone up to speed, because we're about to give you guys an Anand update. To catch you guys up to speed, last episode of The Drip, again, subscribe to the Drip podcast channel. We had this guy on named Anand, and he was a serial kind of cult user. He kept getting involved in cults. He kept getting involved in scams. And so he had lost, what did he say, like $50,000 with this stuff, like, or more? Something like $50,000.
I think it's more. I think it's more. It's like gambling. You downplay. If you win, you upplay it. But if you downplay,
definitely $100,000, probably. But
there's a bunch of stuff he does that he doesn't even count as a scam.
Right.
Sorry. There's a bunch of stuff he does that he's like, oh yeah, I signed up for a class like that too. Because I haven't talked to him. It's always another thing on the show, The Bombshell, where he's like,
that's right.
Actually, I'm still in one more scam. I'm like, dude, he never told me that.
Before he said that, he was telling us, yeah, I'm done with scams, da-da-da-da. And I said, Anand, are you still part of a show? And you're like, oh, you don't have to tell him, Anand. He's like, yes, I'm still part of a mastermind that I'm paying $2,500 a month to.
That's amazing.
And so on the show, we were trying to cancel him. On the show, we were trying to cancel his subscription. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he was scared to do it. And our boy here, Amish, you deserve the majority of the credit here. You followed up with him.
Saving lives. We're saving lives.
Very well done.
We're saving
Amish.
lives.
So
we're turning
what
the
happened?
culture around.
Tell us what happened.
We're here for the community.
What happened?
Well, I had to. Okay, so it was a little bit of what he was doing on the show, which is like A, defending the cult, and B, just trying to find ways to not do the full confrontation. And I feel like this is a big issue with people who are stuck in these things. They get in there and they get stuck because they're afraid of just send the email and say, fuck you, I'm out. He couldn't do it, man. I kept texting him like, okay, now call your cousin who's a lawyer. Go to the bank. Did you go to the bank? Like I kept texting to follow up. Eventually we just got on a call because he wouldn't send the email still. And the email he wanted to do, because when he messaged them the first time to cancel, the cult people said, no, you have to pay 50% of how much you still owe. They're like, if you want to get out of the contract, you have to pay 50% of like $4,000.
And our guy was like, well,
forget about you get your.
I'll pay you. He kind of was like, he wanted to basically give them what they wanted.
He said, you know what he said? He said, and people find any way, I feel like, and maybe I'm like maybe I'm projecting this on him or something, but people just find any way to avoid this confrontation. And I feel like this is what a lot of people are suffering from. He goes, you know what he said? He goes, well, I did go to the classes. It's a cult, baby. Tell him to give you your fucking money back. And I'm telling him, you are in a fight and you cannot cede your territory. It really got to that point where we're going through line by line on the email. I'm like, no, you have to tell. I said, put them on the offensive. You need to tell them that you want your money back. That's the correct way. Mm-hmm. This is like it's a gaslight. It's like, no, you want to get out of the class. It's 50% of what you still owe. They know they're selling nonsense. They know it's bullshit. And he just couldn't bring himself to ask for all the money back. So in the end, I watched him hit send, but in the end, he still only asked for half the money back. He couldn't just say to them, give me my fucking money back. He had to be like, I think it's fair. Like the best I could get him to do is to say, because he was defending them like
champ for this. And you're such a champ.
My sister was saying this too. They're saying, you know what they say? They're like, well, if he took the classes, gotta pay. So he's like, well, as a business person, because he was telling me that he goes to a lot of these things and then he'll get clients. So he needed that excuse to tell them that, like, because of COVID, we haven't done the live trainings. And without the live trainings, I'm not getting what I need to get out of this over Zoom. And so therefore, and then he still had to put, so therefore, I think it's fair if I get 50% of my money back. Hey, that's the best I could do, though. He wouldn't go on the full. He just couldn't go on the full, like, give me my money back. And I'm like, dude, I had to tell him, like, dude, they're not going to give you your money back either way. And you're not going to give them any more money because, again, we canceled the credit card too. Went to the bank, canceled the credit card, talked to a lawyer cousin.
That's really good,
done with these
That's
people.
Very good.
I'm like, you can't be trusted. Cancel the credit card. Because he was even trying to push that off. It's like, well, they can't charge now until, yeah.
No, they would. And they also, you guys know, when we got this guy on the show, not only did he was not thinking of canceling the credit card, he was not wanting to send the email. We pre-wrote him an email, which he ended up not sending. Not only that, he didn't know that it was going to auto-renew at the end of the year for a whole extra year. He's probably still
Forever,
signed up
probably.
for a bunch of masterminds he has no idea about. Probably. If we'd honestly, to fully save him, we probably need to do a full audit of his accounts. Because I do worry about him.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
We need to follow up with Anand. We can't give up on Anand. And it's something we both decided together that we want to help people get out of these things. If you're addicted to scams, listen, it sounds crazy, but there are people out there, they're addicted to this stuff. You need to get on the drip. We're here for you.
Yeah.
We'll be here. And we'll help you cancel. In fact, we'll get on the phone with you. Ladies and gentlemen, Anand.
Thank you.
Back, dude. And the culture's here for you, dude. Anand, the culture's here for you. The community's here for
People
you. They love
saying
you.
so
Mathura Mangaleswaran just gave a credit card. He just gave a great credit card tip, dude. He's saying that the cancel's not enough. Sometimes you got to block it. Sometimes you got to go. So we'll do that this week, by the way. Mathura, thanks for the heads up, dude. That's a great tip. Great tip.
Yeah. So just to give you guys an update, I actually canceled my credit card, and let's see what happens.
The people are saying,
yeah. Well, Mathura's saying you got to go and block it.
Yeah, you might have to block it. People are saying, who is Anand exactly? He is the person we had on last week. He is the victim of about $50,000 of scams, would you say? $50,000? How much have you spent?
Yeah, I've spent around 50,000. I mean, but I wouldn't call it a scam necessarily. But yeah, it's a. Because
no, go ahead.
No, it's crazy. My sister said the same thing.
Go ahead,
But
Anand.
I paid for these things myself, right? It's not like anyone forced me to. So, but I'm more careful now. If that makes sense.
Let's put it this way: you thought you were going to
Did
become
they teach
rich.
you that in the personal responsibility class?
Personal responsibility class? No, I've never taken that one.
No, that is what they all say though. They go, "You're
Like, imagine
investing
they
in
teach you that.
yourself. This is your choice." Da 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 da.
Yeah.
But the truth is, you're paying. I've said this before. You're paying for a Lamborghini. You've been given a buggy from the 40s, so you got scammed. And you're saying, no, I paid for it. And we're saying, no, but you were promised something else that you did not get. Does that make sense?
That's right. Yeah, like under-delivered, right?
So it's
completely,
a scam.
Yeah.
You can't say it. He can't say it. Dude, Anand, let me say this. I'm
dude,
shocked you even asked for 50% of your money back. Were you
I wasn't going to.
I know.
Yeah. I had to push him to even ask for
Amish helped
anything.
me. Yeah, we were on a
Just to
Zoom
keep
call
them on the
yesterday.
defensive. You need to tell them. I was saying, like, show them that you're crazy. Like, I was saying, Anand, make it sound kooky. Like, hey, I'll save you guys. Like, I think you should almost put that in the email just so they know we can't fuck with this guy. Because what they want is they want people that they can control, manipulate. This is my sense that I get from them. As soon as they show you push back, they go, not worth the time. They want just a softy. That's it.
I mean, that's basically what I am, though.
Yes.
So, if it weren't for you guys, I would have paid that money and just to not deal with it, right?
Wow.
So I gotta thank you guys for it.
Right.
Let's give the community a round of
saving
applause
lives.
for the community.
Saving lives, guys. Saving lives.
This is partly due to the Coffeezilla
culture.
community. If we didn't have 432,000 people in the chat right now, all cheering Anand on, I don't think he could have done this. But thankfully, you guys are all here. You're helping support him, and because of that, he's able to take meaningful action. And Anand, you're done, right? You're no more masterminds, no more life cycle works, no more. There's nothing we don't know about, right? You're not part of any groups, no paid, anything. Okay.
No, not at the moment.
Nothing else. Well, this is the deal that we struck, Stephen. I said, hey, Stephen, hey, call the bank, and the next time you want to buy a class, it goes to my account, and that's it. We're done.
Oh.
No, dude.
Can
we talk about your mastermind?
There are no more masterminds.
Can we talk about your mastermind that you went to, though?
There are no more masterminds.
And he did no. He didn't pay for it. He said, I said, Anand, you did another mastermind. He's still in some mastermind groups, but he said he doesn't. Anand? Is that correct, Anand?
Yeah, I'm not paying for anything right now. No, I'm not paying for anything right now.
But
you keep saying things like right now, I'm basically done. I'm almost out of it. What does that mean? It seems like you're leaving psychologically. You're leaving Windows. to crawl through.
Fair.
No. It's
Fair.
I'm not paying for anything.
Okay.
I'm not.
All right. And you
Like
never will again.
not even. I even stopped reading books for now because I need to just reset my mind because I do read a lot, but a lot of these books are written by marketers as well. So it's like almost like
Sure.
each book is a funnel.
Yeah.
So I'm very careful.
Well, read a real book, dude.
Yeah,
Don't
read a real book.
just,
Not all books are
read
funnels.
like a
Just
real
the marketing books are funnels.
But Anand, we're great that you're back. Actually, you had a really good story, dude. You had actually really good insight yesterday. We were talking when we were canceling his goddamn email, which this guy was like, should I click it? I'm like, dude, send it. He wouldn't send it for like another 20 minutes.
Crazy.
Remember?
Yeah.
That's cute. That's fine. Dude, baby, you're a child of God. That's, these are the growing pains. And that's what we can help anyone do that. If anyone wants to come on the show and do that, we can help you out with that. Let's cancel these fucking pricks, man. This is bullshit. They're taking your money.
I honestly did not want to send that
defending
email,
it.
though.
That's the way.
Why did you not want to send it?
I don't know. I think
so mild.
I think I have this big fear of confrontation, and also like
Yeah.
I fear of them taking some legal action against
Small
me.
claims,
So I've never
it's
been
real
in that situation. So
No, these
and
people
also like
bluffers.
yeah, but and then I was telling Amish that I'm also a business owner, so I'm like, do I want to deal with all this? Like, if I was an individual, I probably would have cared less, right? So I don't know if I want to be involved in any legal issues or
You're not
anything
gonna
like
be
that.
involved.
You know what he said?
No.
No, you know what he said? He said, my name would tarnish in the business community. I'm like, dude, this is a cult.
Oh
Nobody gives a shit what
gosh.
they think.
Yeah.
He's like, Amish, my name would tarnish in the business community. Just put
No,
it
it
50%.
wouldn't.
That's where he talked me into the 50%, ask for 50% of the money back. I'm like, ask for all the money back. He goes, I would be tarnished in the business community. What kind of karma is this? No,
Anand, here's the problem. And here's a little life tip. Like I know anything.
Tough
but
love?
there's in psychology, there's this idea of agreeableness. Okay. And your level. So Anand isn't 100% agreeable, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably like 70% disagreeable, 60 maybe. Like I'm pretty disagreeable. But I'm not saying you have to be my levels of disagreeable, but you need something to give yourself some backbone so that you can confront these people. Because especially if you're going to be the leader of an organization, like if you're an employee, it's fine to be 100% disagreeable. And in fact, the nicest people you work with at your office are 100% disagreeable. So I guarantee you're a thrill to work with because it's like you're never going to push people. You're never going to be mean. You're going to be nice. You're going to go along. But if you want to be the CEO, if you want to be a killer, if you want to be a shark, you've got to be kind of a little, you've got to be able to give people the hard truth. You've got to confront. And part of that means upping that disagreeableness a little bit.
Yeah. And hey, nobody say that you have to confront, like nobody's saying in a professional setting, you have to say like, fuck you, I hate you, you're stupid. No swearing, no bad words, but you stand your ground. This is the line, and you don't push me past it. And you can do it with a smile on your face. You can do it very politely.
Basically, though, when you're dealing
bullshit.
with somebody like Anand, where he already is so overly polite, so overly whatever, the skill he needs to learn is the confrontation part. So I'm saying forget about anything else.
True,
Learn to be confrontational. Learn to get what you want in certain situations. Otherwise, you can forget about the owning your own business and being you can own your own business and be agreeable. But if you want to be like more successful, you want to take your business to the next level, you can't have people walking all over you. You just can't. Right. People are saying,
yeah. Because even in your business meetings, you're going to get more money on your contracts. You're going to get better deals. You're going to get push your marketing forward. Like that's all stuff that the aggression will help you there for sure.
Yeah. It's
right.
If you're just going to be at the top of any organization, you cannot let people walk all over you. That's what it is. Because other people in the industry they're alphas and they're going to want to walk all over you. And you've got to be able to basically stand your ground. So it's really a way of, it's not even a way of cheating other people. It's a way of not being cheated yourself because you've been cheated so many times because you're so agreeable. You're so much like you'll just kind of nod along. You'll just kind of, when people come to you with their overbearing kind of confidence, because you kind of have a little bit less of that, you immediately cede the ground to them and you shouldn't. You should go, I know what I'm talking about. I've been in this industry for however many years. I know what I'm talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. It's just how it is.
So, hey, you're a child of God, baby.
You're a child of God. It's been great having you on the show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for supporting the community. I can guarantee you there are people getting inspired.
Thanks, baby.
They're changing their life because of you. And if you are addicted to these schemes, these cults, these movements, come talk to the Babas. Talk to the Drip. We're going to create a form.
Come to the Drip.
We'll link it in the Drip podcast. You got to go subscribe if you want all those exclusive clips. Thank you once again, Anand, for coming by.
Thanks.